Hi, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am filming this in my room just because I like the dream catcher. I apologize in advance I didn't have a video out last week. I actually was struggling with what I wanted to film, and I'm sorry for this lighting. I don't have a place to plug in my ring light, and I already filmed this video and it did not have sound, and I had to figure out, hold on, actually. Slightly better. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know what's happening. But, anywho, I already filmed this video. It didn't have sound. I had to figure it out. So, this is round 2. So, yeah. Anyways, I want to start out, just to say, be kind to one another. Like, I feel like this doesn't need to be said, but it does because I have had a whole bunch of people. I was gonna say slew, I think. That doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean. Of people just being rude to me. First of all, we're all going to this pandemic together. Yeah, some have it harder than others because a bunch of people lost their jobs. But I mean, we're all impacted in some way by this pandemic. And just being rude and nasty to each other doesn't make things better. It doesn't make your situation better. It just makes it worse. So just stop being douche canoes. Anyways, so this is going to be a story time video. That's what my channel was going to be about to begin with. And yeah, I don't know what's going on with this lighting. But it was going to originally be a story time channel. And I don't know. So this is the first story time. This took place in around 2011. I was 17. And I had just moved to a new town, and I had not known anyone there, and I became friends with this girl. We'll call her Jill. And me and Jill, like, became really good friends. We had choir together, and we just became really good friends. And so, like, I would hang out with her after school, and we would smoke together. I used to be kind of a pothead, but I still got, like, good grades, and I still was in clubs and sports and stuff, but irrelevant. This story time is about the time I got banned from Walmart. So, on this particular day, me and her had made plans to go hang out, and she had told me that the senior guys were gonna pick us up after school or like take us home after school. And so I was like, okay. Well, she lived going out of the high school, she lived to the right, and Walmart was to the left. So we're like going out of the school parking lot, and these guys turn left, and I'm like, where are we going? And she's like, we gotta run to Walmart real fast. And I was like, okay, whatever. So we go to Walmart and we park on the side, which would now be like pickup, but that wasn't a thing back then. And we were like just sitting there. I was like, what the heck? And so like we all started smoking, and I noticed like cars pull up, and hadn't really thought anything of it. And then all of a sudden, these guys in suits walked up to us, and they asked us to step out of the vehicle. And like I was super terrified. Like I had never really gotten in trouble before. Like I got an ISS in middle school, but that was a completely different story and mostly not my fault. And that's a story time for another time. That's a song for another time. Basically, I guess I can go into a little tangent here. So the time I got ISS was, there was this girl I didn't like. We'll call her Emily. And Emily and me didn't really get, like, we were friends. Like, no one in my hometown liked me. And this girl didn't want people to know we were friends. So we would like hang out on the DL. But she would be super mean to me at school. Well, the way our school is the middle school was here, and there was a separate building behind there. At the time, part of it was the elementary, the other half was the high school. Well, our Spanish class was in the high school, so we had to walk from the middle school to like the high school entrance. And we got to Spanish class, and I antagonized. I kept kicking her desk, and anyways, I thought that got resolved. We were walking back, and I think I was still talking smack to this girl. Doesn't not sound like me, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, this girl punched me, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a wuss. Like, I can't fight. I try not, as mouthy as I am, I try not to get into fights. And, like, if a fight ensues, like, I back down. I can't fight to save my life. Anyway, so I'm just sitting there crying. We go to the principal's office. The principal gave me like 1 day ISS and gave her like 3 days ISS. And ironically, we were in ISS my entire day, like talking, and the principal got mad at us. And I was like, first of all, you should be glad we're talking and not fighting, but beside the point. Anyways, back to the main attraction. So, we were getting questioned by these officers, come to find out that's what they were. And they were asking me, I was honest with them, mainly. So they asked if, like, what was going on. I told them I had no knowledge. I was like, I got told we were going to Walmart. I didn't get told why. And they asked if I was smoking. And so a 17-year-old me who had never gotten in trouble for anything, I thought, like, you know, when you're drunk, like, and you, like, get pulled over, like, they can do a breathalyzer to tell you've been drinking. I thought there was a way for them to drug test me then, so I just told them the truth, like, hoping I wouldn't get as much trouble. And so I was like, yeah, I smoked. And they were like, how much? And I was like, I don't know, a couple of hits. And so they asked if I had ID, and luckily my son's dad had gotten me my ID. Back up. So I mentioned this in my first video, but Cash's dad, because me and him were together at the time, he had actually told me not to go over to Jill's house. Like, he's like, I don't like her. She's a bad influence. Don't go hang out with her. A thing you need to know about me is, don't tell me what to do, because I'm going to do what I want. Like, I respect my bosses. I respect authority. Like, I've been maintaining the stay-at-home order. I've only gone out twice since we've been on lockdown in like 3 weeks. Like, if I find it like a valid reason for me not to do something, I won't. But if you just tell me not to do something and there is not a valid reason that I can see, like, you better bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna do it. I will break my neck trying to do it. Anyways, especially if you're like my coworker or my peer, like, don't tell me what to do. Like, we're the same age. You have no authority telling me what to do. Anyway, so I was like, I think I like lied to him or something. Anyways, so, which is a slightly important part of the story. But, so, like, I told this cop, like, I had smoked and everything. And he was like, okay. And he asked for my ID. My son's dad had just gotten me my permit, like, I think, like, 2 months prior to this. So, luckily, I had that. And I told him that. I gave him, you know, all the information about me. And actually, ironically, a couple of nights before this happened, I actually had a dream that this happened. Not that, but I had a dream that I was in the front seat riding shotgun of a cop car, and, like, I remember the cop's name, and the cop in my dream was the same cop that was, like, taking me to the police station. So that's really, I don't know, it was weird. And I remember us driving by, like, Murphy's, like, Walmart's gas station, but that's all I knew. And so, like, and when I had my dream, I didn't think anything of it. But then, like, this happened. I was like, whoa. And then, so, like, now anytime I have dreams, like, I'm super cautious and, like, paranoid that's going to happen in real life. I think it's only happened one other time. But, anyways, so the cop's like, okay, well, we're going to take you to the police station for more questioning, and then have your parents pick you up. And I was like, crap. So we go there. He's asking me all these questions, and he's asking me if I've tried any other drugs, and I'm like, no, like, I've only ever, you know, smoked marijuana, that's it, that's all I've ever done. And I remember that he asked me if I ever did bath salts. And, like, I didn't have a tone. Like, I was scared. And, like, I was dead ass. I was like, I mean, sometimes when I take a bath, this cop looked at me like I was stupid. And in hindsight, like, looking back, if I would have, like, if it was a dumb response, but I mean, I was 100% legitimate. I mean, I wasn't like, you could tell I wasn't being sarcastic, but he just looked at me like I was dumb, and yeah. So, anyways, after questioning's done, he tells me to call my parents. So I call Cash's dad. I'm like, hey, remember when you told me not to hang out with Jill? So I did. And now, I'm at the police station, and I need you or your mom to come get me. And so I'm pretty sure he gave me a whole lecture, and he's like, all right. I'm like sitting there for like 30 minutes, because like at this time, he lived like, I think like 10 minutes from me, and we were like on the other side of the town that like I lived in. Like, we lived in 2 different towns. And so, like, from that, he probably lived like 30 minutes from where like the police station was to like his house, and then my parents lived like 10-15 minutes. Anyway, so I'm like chilling, and after 15 minutes, I'll give you a guess who showed up. My mother. I was livid. First of all, my boyfriend betrayed me because I specifically told him not to call my mom. I specifically called him so that him or his mother could come get me. But no, they called my mom, and my mom came and got me, and I got in trouble. And also, I don't think I mentioned this, in this video, because I forgot I just refilmed it. When we were still at Walmart, like, the manager was like talking to us, and he banned me from that Walmart. So I am not allowed to go to Walmart. Luckily, it's in another town that I don't live in anymore, and I mean, I don't really ever go to. I don't really hang out anywhere, like, with anyone from that town, because I only went to school there for like a year and 3 months. So, like, I don't really have a connection there, and I don't have a need to go there. So, but yes, this is the story of me getting banned from Walmart. I am so sorry that it was kind of all over the place. But I hope you enjoyed a story time, and I will try so hard to get you guys another video next week. Don't forget to like the video and share it, and click the little subscribe button down below, and make sure to ring the notification bell so that you will know when my next video post. See ya!